Hey guys, welcome to another vlog. It is Wednesday today, so last week's vlog was kind of split up into two vlogs. So we're starting the new vlog today on Wednesday. We've got a few bits to do to show you guys for the rest of the week. I need like a little, I might bring my ring light in here to balance you guys on because there's nowhere to prop you in the bathroom. I've actually been up working, editing since like 8:30, 9, and it's probably now about 11 o'clock. I did actually fake tan last night, so I'm feeling a little bit better. I've been fake tanning so much recently, and obviously that is just due to not getting away. Cool, that's actually a really nice spot for like if I want to do like a morning routine or film an Instagram video in here. I can't wait to have white doors, by the way. Hope it's not echoey because I am in the bathroom, like I just made it obvious. But yeah, I showered, scrubbed off my fake tan, not scrubbed it off, but like got rid of the first layer, and now I'm going to prep my skin. And we've been working with FOREO again. Well, we've been working with them for like literally since we started YouTube, and yeah, they're one of our favourite brands to work with. They're always bringing out these really cool gadgets, and I was thinking, should I show you last night, because I wanted to do it last night when I had a bath, but then I thought no, I'm gonna fake tan, wash it off, and then start with a fresh face today. So I'm just gonna cleanse my face. About a week ago now, I think I put up a Instagram video using this product from FOREO, which is the UFO 2, and I had this in a hot pink at my mum's house, my old house, and it got lost along the way, so I got a baby pink one, which is so cute, but I've been using it for so long. And basically you pair it up with the FOREO app, and I'll show you how it all works. I've kind of like reset the app to show you guys how you can sync it, but you go through a little survey and it says, what's your skin type like? Mine's combination. How do you tan? Always burn, never tan. Burn easily, tan minimally. I'd say I burn moderately, but usually tan, because I can burn. How much water do you drink a day? I'll be honest, I should drink more, probably about 7 glasses of water. How old are you? I am, no, do I say I'm 23 or do I say I'm 24? Because I'm literally 24 in a couple of weeks, so I'm gonna say I'm 23. How often do you exercise? I'd say 2 to 3 times a week. I've just registered it, and now it shows the UFO on the screen. So yeah, you have all of like how to use it, how to care for it, find my device, treatments, etc. So basically what I love about the app and this together is that you can put a personalized routine together. You can scroll through and find the exact mask you're going to use and all the benefits that are going to make your skin feel amazing. I've got a few masks here. I've got the Acai Berry, I've got the green tea, and the cannabis seed oil. So I actually did the green tea the other day, but I might do the Acai Berry today to switch it up. I've not actually tried this one, so I can read all the info for you. It says revive the youthful vitality of your complexion with the Acai Berry face mask, formulated with one of the world's most antioxidant rich superfoods for the ultra smooth skin. I can't talk today. Yeah, I place the mask on top of here, and then to secure it back in, I'm gonna put this back on, and then we're gonna start. You can probably hear the pulsations, and it's starting to heat up, which feels amazing on the skin. It actually has a little timer in the corner, so you know how long you should be doing it for. And oh my god, it is so relaxing. And now it's coming to a stop. So once it's stopped, you'll know. And then obviously you just chuck the little mask away. And like I said, I like to just leave this on my skin to just soak in. There's so much product that you get, and it will just feel Just feels so nice and refreshing. I feel ready for the day. Like I said, I'm gonna let this set in. I'm gonna make a smoothie, I think. I know Syd's been making a lot of smoothies on our vlogs, but I've also been loving them too, so I'm gonna make one really similar to what she does anyway. And then whilst this is all setting in, I'm gonna come back, maybe put a little bit of makeup on. And then we have a very exciting meeting, I think upstairs, but I can take you off here now because back to being a vlog and holding you. But yeah, I'm gonna make a smoothie, and then like I said, I'll start getting ready and go upstairs, I think in about half an hour. Also, I bought this yesterday in Sainsbury's. God, I do look tanned. Yesterday in Sainsbury's. I think it's so hard to like remember what I've said in the vlog, but I'm pretty sure I said I bought a book recently. And I'm just starting off with a really random one. It's called The Dog Share, and it just seems like a light-hearted read, which is definitely the kind of books I like to read. Something that is really just to kind of an escape. And I want to start getting back into reading. Obviously, I do live on my own, and I am spending a lot more time on my own. And I don't just want to always be watching TV, or not that I have a TV, but on my laptop, or watching things on my phone. I do want to have a little bit of downtime as well, so we're going to try baby steps.
Always prefer, because obviously if you both like this wash, what we could do is we can either do the same sheet and like 2 different washes, because obviously what we can do is we can make sure it's fuller, so it's a little bit, so it's down to there, and then if you want it fuller, you can kind of rush it up a little bit.
Yeah.
This is one of our styles that we did, so we could do
let's do thicker.
Maybe when we cut it out more.
Yeah.
Can you see it? Look, almost looks like it's these are like those jeans I live and die in. So
really nice.
yeah, I quite like the more chilledness. And if I'm having a matching bra,
You can kind of put it up to make it a dress. Yeah, I think that's nice.
But like a short.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because it's a plier, so it's just like cutting them off.
But later now, and we just went for a walk. Forgot to vlog, but we just both fancied getting out. It's very good for the mind, body and soul. Camera is dead still. I've just texted to bring down the charger because we're sharing one at the moment. Because I'm just making us some dinner. I'm making a stir fry, which I kind of planned to make anyway, and she was like, oh, I don't know what to have for dinner. So I was like, I'm making stir fry if you want. I would usually put chicken in, but I'm actually not too fussed to not have chicken. So obviously she doesn't like it. So we're just gonna have a veggie one, which will switch it up. But yeah, we just did a little walk. I can't check the steps now because I'm filming on my phone. But it was a nice hour-and-a-half walk probably. Which yeah, like I was saying, is really nice to get out. It's been such a nice evening. Really manifesting summer over here. We're going into London tomorrow as well. But yeah, she's just popped upstairs and she's coming back down. So I thought I would just vlog a little bit whilst I'm preparing dinners. But yeah, we're just having a stir fry. So should be quite nice. Good morning guys. I did actually go to vlog this morning when I woke up, but the camera was dead, so it's been charging and I'm ready now. We're going into London, I think we mentioned that, so I'm just going to put some shoes on. We're going for a very exciting meeting. I don't think we can say too much, but we might try and show you some bits like we did yesterday. And we're going to grab some lunch, and it's a really nice day. Hopefully it doesn't rain. It's supposed to, but it doesn't look like it will, to be fair. But I'm actually really excited to get out. So yeah, should be a nice day, hopefully. And I think we're going for another meeting with our manager as well, because we need to talk about some work bits as well, and it'd be nice to see him. So yeah, a trip to London. Who would have thought in 2021 that this would be a thing anymore. Also I got these new jeans from PLT, and they're really nice. They have like the little slit at the bottom, and I actually sized up because the camera stopped. I sized up to a size 12 because I quite like, I don't know, when it's like real denim I like it to be a bit more relaxed, and these fit really nice. And then this jumper is just from Misguided hoodie, and it just says about women supporting women, whoa, for International Women's Day. Let's go. We're in London town.
Just touched down in London town.
Feels bizarre. It's very
where we
quiet.
What was it called?
Yeah, Jet Pit and Reggae Bar. Ma Petite Jamaica.
Yeah, let me send Kelsey a pic.
Yeah.
It's so weird. We were just saying, it's literally a couple months ago we were allowed in cocktail bars.
Yeah, we came here not that long ago, and we are in Camden. But yeah, look how dead it is. It's bizarre, but we're just walking to a meeting now. And I did say earlier, I don't know how much we're going to be allowed to show, but we'll try.
Oh, there's our shop.
What?
Duo.
Oh, no, it's a restaurant. That's really cool. Also, we just walked past Bubble Waffles and they smell amazing.
Unbelievable.
So it'd probably be rude not to get one of them.
I'm at that stage where like I can't even go take my mask off now.
Yeah,
I'd
got
rather
to
just
that.
keep it on.
Yeah, salted caramel espresso martini milkshake. Why does that sound amazing? But where are we going?
I'm just in water.
Fold it and make it smaller, but you can't make it bigger.
Yeah, for sure. Love it. Love the speckle coming through
Yeah, I really like
everywhere.
that. Yeah.
I love the speckles.
It would be best to sample before, and then we can always like remove something like that. Looking good.
Yeah. And where the cloud's got quite a lot of blue.
Yeah, I'd say that's my least favourite.
Do you want me to mute it down more?
Yeah, just so it's.
So let me just get this.
I was just gonna say not blue.
Think about the map.
I like it.
I think it'd be quite cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, look, yeah, I like that.
And then we can throw darts it in when we're allowed to
I
travel.
know, yeah.
Choose where we want to go.
Good evening, guys. God, I look a state. The last thing, I don't know if Syd's been vlogging, but the last thing I vlogged was us both in London today. We didn't actually vlog too much. Just because obviously we were in a meeting. I think I did turn the camera on in the meeting, but I don't know how much of that will be shown because it's a secret. Well, we asked the girls if it was actually a secret, as in like the team that we're working with, and they were like, you can say if you want, but I don't know, it's a little bit of a surprise. Let us know if you've worked something out. We're working on a couple of big projects, but we were saying today, like, you guys, some of you, I don't know how you work things out before even we know. So I think you're all on to something. But yeah, so it went really well. It was so nice to get out. Yeah, I feel really grateful that we actually got to get out, and it was like a little glimpse into the future, basically. Going back to normal. I know I've mentioned before that I'm like nervous to go back to normal, and so many of you commented saying the same thing, so thank you for that. And I've been having so many nice DMs. But yeah, I am still nervous, but today was like a little insight into how excited it's going to be to actually just go out and be free again and make plans without breaking the law. Also, I put on some little nails last night. I'm living for stick-on nails. Always use the Elegant Touch ones. They're so good and they look so nice and natural, but also like acrylics. They're really not focusing, but this is what they look like. Can you see? There you go. This evening I came in, we had a Joe and the Juice, which is so nice. Again, I've been craving that. Came in, had a Heinz tomato soup because that's what living on your own is like a lot of the time, which is fine, not complaining. With some toast, and then I've just been chilling. I've just been watching some YouTube, been watching some Netflix, and now I'm just going to finish editing Sunday's video, because we had a copyright claim.
Hello, so I've not really vlogged much because I've been with Elle obviously, but I'm all dressed today and feel like I look kind of cute. I'm wearing all pink. I'm literally one extreme to another. I either wear only neutrals or like only black, only like one colour. Well, obviously I'm still wearing one colour, and like no bright colours, or I'm literally like a girl. Okay, cute, camera just stopped. Or I'm like the most dramatic girly girl ever. Like, sorry, what? So this jumper's from SLA, leggings, Jack Wheels, and then Nike Dunks. These are my favourite trainers literally ever, so comfy. And then I've gone for a really like childlike girly hairstyle too, and I look so bad. I've put a little bit of gradual just fake tan on my face. Hopefully I'll look a little bit more bronzy later, but the fake tan's finally come off, and I've got two nails, they just will not come off. Then this hand, I'm just trying to grow them now because I'm just over the stick-ons keep falling off. But I've got to run some errands today, post office, shop. I'm doing this week because they're like all that jazz. Literally running here, there and everywhere. I need to go to the pharmacy, pick up my prescription. So yeah, you probably won't see too much of me, but we've had a really fun, busy week. We had 2 really exciting meetings, which you would have seen snippets of. But yeah, we've done a workout. We're getting back into our fitness game. So big thanks to Shah for helping us get back there. Well, we're not, I wouldn't say we're back yet. Also, I'm just recovering from a cold. I've had a cold all week. Maybe that's why I've been a little bit more quiet. Every night this week I've gone to bed with the tightest headache, and I just feel really bunged up, and to be fair I can feel my nose running now. But hopefully I'm on the mend because I do feel a little bit better today. But yeah, it's been a bit of a different week. So this video, I hope it comes together and there's enough for you guys to watch. But you know us, we like to mix up. Sometimes we give you an hour video, sometimes we give you a shorter video. But where's my smoothie? I just made a pink smoothie as well, so it matched my outfit, which was cute. But anyway, I'm going to be over and out. I'll close out here. And thank you guys so much for watching. We love you, and we will see you in our next video. So, end of this video, we thought we was going to make a whole video out of this. But it is one of the things, like,
we can touch on it, and then if people want more, we can always do another.
yeah, and we kind of said it. We did a, wait, let's discuss what we're going to talk about. So, we're going to answer a couple of questions about moving, saving,
mortgages.
It depends what comes up in this. I've not even looked.
Just like a bit more about like the process. And people literally ask us all the time little questions here and there. So we thought we would just like summarise a few and answer the most asked questions.
Because when we were moving, we looked for videos like this.
And there's a few out there, like Patricia's done one on saving and investing, which hopefully we want to go into.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, hopefully you guys find it interesting. So we put some things on Instagram, just saying, ask us anything about moving, etc. And I'm just skimming through now.
A lot of questions. Someone literally put, where do you even start? And that is such a, right, listen, I honestly, this is when I'm like, this could be a whole video, but I know it's a certain video for a certain age group, so I know a lot of people this won't interest. Again, why we put it at like the end of the video.
But even if you are young, it's something to just,
why don't you get taught it
about
at all?
I know.
Like, we could rant about this for so long, and you adults, older generation, like parents, grandparents, are literally saying like, I can't believe you don't get taught it. Where do you start? I think you naturally just get the urge that you're like, I could see myself moving out soon.
Yeah, I think it's different for loads of people. Like my sisters were a little bit older than me. They were both very independent. We kind of saw ourselves wanting to move. Obviously we know friends that have moved, and yeah, we thought that that would be like the next step, but we weren't in like a major rush.
Yeah.
So,
but that was a blessing, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that we
100%.
We kind of had the conversation, and we said, I think we both said like, if we was to get the keys tomorrow, so this was a couple of years ago, we started thinking like maybe we'll move maybe next year. We were like, we wouldn't be ready, but if we slowly start doing it. But the reason I say it was a blessing is because if you've watched our story time and moving, it does tend to take longer than you anticipate.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I think as soon as you get the urge that you're like, I can see myself moving out soon, or like I'd say within the next 2 years.
Yeah, we
like,
say it to Molly, like she wants to move like within the next 2 years. She's not in a rush, but we're just like, have a look. Like, you don't have to pay to have a look at things. You don't have to pay. You don't lose anything by booking viewings and having chats with people. Like, we went to a couple of advisors.
Yeah.
And they kind of like get info of your earnings and tell you like your budget that you should kind of work towards, and that's like really important to know as well, because once you have a budget, then you can like, for example on Brightmove, you can have like all the different, so like you're not looking for anything completely that you just won't be able to ever afford.
Also, I'd say the first step you need to do, I forgot about that, is talk to, again, I'm pretty sure you can get free consultations, a financial advisor,
definitely, or
a mortgage broker. Again, I know that sounds really daunting. I remember the first time I went was before you, wasn't it? And I just kind of went to just almost be nosy and see, like, I was way off back then. I honestly think I was like 20, so obviously I've moved out at 23, so this was like 3 years ago. And it was almost, some things I was being told, I was like, wow. Like, you just don't know, literally you can just sit there and be like, I want to move at some point. How do I go about it? What should I do? So obviously you have to have savings accounts, so make sure you obviously don't go diving in if you've not got a penny saved, because you will not be able to move out. We're talking generically about buying now. Yes. I guess for renting you still have to save.
Yeah, we don't know much about renting, but all we know is that it's easier. You can kind of go into renting within like a couple of weeks.
So the difference, if you don't know the difference between renting and buying obviously you end up owning the property at some point and you're paying off your debt. So the mortgage is the money you're borrowing from the bank, you're paying it back, and there'll be some interest on top. That's how mortgages work. And in the long run, you'll own the property. Renting, you're paying off someone's mortgage essentially. They're almost letting it to you,
and you won't get anything back.
But you don't have to put down a big amount of money like you do when you purchase a property. So we had to put down a large sum of money. Again, it differs. This is why you have to do your own research. We chose to put down quite a large deposit because it can make your monthly repayments smaller and you're essentially paying it off quicker in the long run.
Yeah.
And also, we were buying on our own as young girls in self-employed jobs. It sometimes can look better if you put down a bigger deposit. Yeah. Again, different for everyone. If you're moving as a couple, it's different. Obviously, everything's split. Yeah. There's so much to it, but I'd say the first step, speak to someone for advice, professional. Yeah. Look about, because you don't know what you want. Like the flats we originally thought we wanted.
We look back now and we're like,
I can't believe we entertained not having a balcony, which is dramatic, but like, today, the day we're filming, it just so happens it's so warm, I've got my doors open, and I personally can't, I think I honestly would have felt, call me dramatic, quite claustrophobic in a flat without a balcony. And now we know, after looking what we love, and we see Molly looking now, don't we, and we're like, it's so funny because she doesn't really know what she wants. No. But we know to a T what we like now, don't we?
And even though like we wanted the balcony, like it turns out that we got everything we wanted here, but sometimes like you would like drop something else for that, and like you would compromise because basically you can't usually get everything you want in property. Like obviously we love our flats, but we are making changes, and that was another question. Like when we first moved, everyone was like, why are you buying flats that you're making changes to? It's just the way of property. If you buy somewhere that's not brand new, even if you do buy somewhere brand new, you want to put your own stamp on it. But yeah, talk to people around you, have a good look, find out where you want to live.
That's a good one actually. Speaking to someone who's done it. Like,
yeah, for
your sisters were really big help.
We're really lucky where we have family around us, because like you say, we don't learn about this sort of stuff.
And on my part, my nan actually wasn't as helpful as she wanted to be, because she was like, Syd, I've not moved in 35, 40 years. So I referred to Elle's family quite a lot, because obviously she's got sisters that have just done it. Yeah. Things change, like my nan literally didn't get the biggest mortgage because the property was cheap back then, and now it's so expensive. It always changes, but yeah, go to someone professional, speak to family, and look about. Like I said, it's free to look around.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't remember how many questions there are. We actually might have to do a video. You let us know. We can always do it as like an extra upload one week, because again, it's not for everyone. I personally found these videos interesting. When I remember when Ellie, Darby and Colin done one a few years ago when they bought their house, and I was not even looking, but I found it really interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting to see how people do it as well, because like I say, we put down a big deposit, but there are really good schemes where you don't have to put down loads. So that's why talking to an advisor, they give you like all the options. Everyone's saying like, how do you save? What's your best saving tips? How did you save your deposit? We've kind of grown up knowing to save. Obviously, like when we're born, like money comes in from like you have when you're a child, and then obviously birthdays, Christmases, just like from my grandparents, I've had money passed down. And then as literally we started working from like 12, we started doing a paper round, and then ever since we've worked, we've always been told to put a lot of it away. And honestly, just no matter how old you are, even if you're 12 years old watching this, or 14, or even younger, talk to your parents about saving.
One day we'll film a video
without the camera stopping.
Without the camera randomly stopping. Continue. Okay. I know you did a flow, I saw you stop.
Yeah, so talk to people around you, talk to your parents, whoever kind of has access to your money, and
aware of your money.
Aware of your money, yeah, when you're younger. And yeah, it's never too early to start saving. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, even if you're young and you're like, I'm not moving for another 10 years, saving is key if you want to buy.
Yeah, one of the, as you read that out, the question I saw was, what age should you start saving? There's no right or wrong. Everyone's raised differently. We've said in many videos, we've actually been raised fairly similar, just coincidentally. And I remember when I think you can open a bank account with like a card when you're 12 or 13. I want to say a teenager, I might be wrong, but my nan, it was her little thing for all her grandkids. She took us all to the bank on like our, let's say when you're 13, our 13th birthday, like that week, all of us, literally, not just me and Joel, because we lived with her, but all my cousins, that was her birthday thing. She was like, I'm going to take you to the bank. And everyone got excited about it, and so we all, at that young age, you're excited to have a bank card, I think. And I remember when we used to go shopping when we were younger, just having our card on us.
But obviously it's like controlled when you're young.
And always, to this day, I think I said it to you recently, this kind of goes off slightly, but it's controlled, but my banks are still kind of controlled. Like, I've got an overdraft limit. I think it's just always been really strict with yourself. And we are lucky where we've always both kind of balanced each other. Like, you kind of went through a phase where you splurged a little bit, and like we'd rein each other in. But I think also, if you're going to spend time with people who like to spend a lot of money, you do kind of fall in the trap. So you've got to find a balance, and it's discipline, really.
And it's like how much you want something. Like, obviously you can
weigh it up.
And you said, Freya said this in her video, like you can obviously go on holidays and get all your like designer stuff if you want, but if you really want to move, then you kind of just have to cut back on like obviously what you can afford, and like you'll be able to get there in the end. But going without a holiday a couple times a year or whatever is going to be so worth it for like a flat.
And I think you'd be surprised, like Elle said, start early. And I think I don't know the exact amount, but I think I tried to put away around half of my earnings pretty much since, like we say, we were young, like 12. Maybe not. We literally used to earn £40 a month when we did a paper round, so
but
that
then we didn't have to spend money, did we?
And
so like we were at home
up until we were around 18. We went on holidays with our family, didn't we? So we naturally, I don't know if, I do think it is instilled into the people who bring you up. My family bang on about saving. I also have seen a lot of people in trouble with money just throughout my life. It just so happens that I was one of them kids, I was always aware of stuff that was going on. And like you hear stories when you're like family members are gossiping in the kitchen over a cup of tea. And I think you've got to think in life what route you want. And I know that I like the finer things in life. We like the good holidays. Again, I've been brought up by my grandparents, so they could afford these luxurious holidays. I've grown up almost on like the luxury side, but I've seen the good life. And when we're away, my granddad used to be like, we're in the Caribbean, You don't say you won't get holidays like this.
No.
And like even saying that to a kid, people might think that's a bit harsh, that's a bit much to put on a kid, but that has made me like, that's moulded me.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I know I want the finer things in life. I know I've got to save for it. A really good tip is if you can't buy something 3 times, you can't afford it. And we look at that in a lot of ways. And also Elle taught me something so young, I can't remember when he first did it, but I remember so clearly. If you like something, walk away. And if you still keep thinking about it, then you really want it. But a lot of times I've walked away and I've completely forgot about it. She'll be like, did you remember I can get that? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my god, I forgot. She's like, see, you didn't need it.
Yeah.
And it so
is kind
true.
of, yeah, as you get older, it kind of makes more sense of things that you just need and what you don't need. But I mean, it goes hand in hand with like, obviously, life's too short and you need to have a little bit of fun. Like, we're not saying just sit inside and don't spend any money.
I think we're good balance.
We're very good balance, yeah. But it's kind of like something you get into a routine. And you work out, like I say, when you speak to people around you, work out what you can afford and how much you need to put away. And once you get into a routine of it, it's like, it's just second nature.
There's different saving ways as well, like different bank accounts. I know we had a really good bank account, which didn't actually benefit you in the end, which might be another story.
Yeah.
There's like the help to buy ISAs. I don't think you can open the help to buy ISA now.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure a lifetime ISA is just as good.
Yeah,
you
accounts where you get
money
interest
that isn't being taxed.
Yeah.
You're gaining interest. Honestly, there is so much to say, and that's why I'm literally like, we are stupid putting this at the end of the video, because it could have been a whole video, but we're gonna just touch on things. But I do feel like between us, we do have a lot of knowledge.
I'd say
especially for like girls that are living on our own.
Yeah.
We're still very young.
I saw a question actually, and it was, were you taken seriously as girls in the estate agent? No, we weren't.
No.
And we ended up actually not going for estate agents in the end. Not because like, you know, we hate them so much we'd never use them, but we just were lucky where we didn't have to. But we have had experience, and the amount of times I almost wanted to phone my dad and say, you need to come down here because they are just treating us like we're not being serious. It's a problem I hope will not be a problem one day.
Yeah, I think it's sad that it's still a thing that I think just women in general don't get treated with the same respect. Not in every circumstance, but in a lot of ways. I mean, me and my nan have been in situations before where we've spoke to someone, they're like, you needed a man to be in the room and you would have been taken a lot more seriously, which is disgusting when you put it bluntly. But yeah, we're lucky where we've learned doing YouTube from a young age, building a business, building a brand. We know how to speak up for ourselves, and in the when you get to not when it's not necessary, but if we are in a position where we've discussed it behind closed doors and we do think like we need to say something, we do know when to speak up. Yeah. Like you say, we just got lucky in the end and we both did buy privately.
And we couldn't wait to walk away.
It kind of happened for Elle, and then it just so happened to happen exactly the same way for me. Like you couldn't write it. Yeah. And in a way that was a little bit more stressful because we had to learn again. Yeah. Always how to be an estate agent.
Yeah, we were the middleman.
We become literally, we got along really well with our solicitor. We both had the same solicitor.
Yeah. Also, that kind of some people were probably like, where does the solicitor come from? When we spoke to our mortgage broker, he put us in contact with a solicitor, and they were really good, weren't they? Like they did help us, because we were just like, listen, we're first time buyers, we don't know what's going on, and this is like how straight up you can be. I don't have a clue. Yeah. I know that I've got a mortgage and that's it.
I think if you start to say to people further down the line, I think I'm being taken the piss out of, then they feel a bit like, okay, we'll help you. But we did also go to people in the end. Again, it was recommendation. They're a little bit maybe more pricey than the average, but sometimes you get what you pay for.
Yeah, 100%.
And I do believe the extra money we paid for our solicitor, I think it was so worth it.
Oh my god, yeah.
She was absolutely insane. Again, I think we said this in the last video. If anyone wants recommendations, like, you don't need to have someone local to you. I think our solicitor was based in Manchester, wasn't she? So you never really meet them.
Just all on emails.
This day and age, because of COVID, it just so happens to be like that. But you don't, it can be over the phone anyway. But yeah, having the right professional people, you'll see the difference. We dealt with a broker, and then we dealt with another broker. And you could see their price difference, and you could see the difference in professionalism and the knowledge and how much they help you.
The one-to-one.
It's honestly outstanding. What other fees are there other than a deposit? So again, having a good mortgage broker, they kind of guide you. I remember one of the first phone calls with our broker, he said,
He's really transparent, wasn't he?
yeah, he was kind of like, right, tell me your earnings, and you can't be shy, like you do need to be really honest with these people, and sometimes they might tell you things that you don't want to hear, but someone's got to rip off the band-aid and be brutal. You've got almost like the truth hurts, but you need to know it, so they'll tell you if you're setting your sights too high, or like we kind of said, like we changed properties last minute and we did kind of stretch a little bit further with our money, and we said like, can we afford this, or we're being silly? And he was like, no, you can do it, but he was like, remember, he's like, this isn't when I'm involved, but you will have to obviously buy your furniture, that's your first property,
and then there's a lot of fees when you move.
So with us in particular buying flats, so you obviously you put down your deposit, which is to an extent up to you. I think they advise 15 to 20%. We actually put down around 30%. It does get to a bracket where it's almost not necessary to pay past 30%, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of like ins and outs.
Basically, when you get a mortgage, the bank want to keep you with them as long as possible. So you can't really, say we won the lottery tomorrow, we'd end up paying a lot of fees to pay off our property. Now it would benefit us more to carry on with our mortgage, because I mean, if we won billions it wouldn't matter, but you almost get penalties. So you could say we was like, oh, we're going to pay off our flat tomorrow, we could get an extra 20 grand put on top of the fee, for example. I don't think that is the figure, but where was I going with that?
So you pay your deposit, and then
you need to be advised what your deposit is.
And then in the end we paid our broker, not too much to be fair, a few £100 I think it was. And then the solicitor is
around
£1,000. This is really rough. And then is that it to like actually move? I think if you go for an estate agent,
it's around 1 to 2%, I think.
Yeah, which is
try and get the lowest percent possible. But obviously, if you buy a £5,000 property well, it doesn't matter if you're a first-time buyer, but if you go to sell that property with an estate agent, they will take 5 grand. That's obviously the breakdown. It doesn't matter too much if you're a first-time buyer.
Then you pay,
normally you'd pay stamp duty, but during COVID we're really obviously not lucky because of COVID, but the government's trying to help out, so they're trying to get people to still move, so there's no stamp duty at the moment.
I think that goes on for
which is insane. No, until June.
Okay.
So if you want to move and miss the stamp duty, which is around £15,000, which you can't stray away from if you already have a property as well. So if you've already got property and you're thinking, I'm gonna be buying like an investment property, you have to pay it on your second property. So we obviously missed that, which is amazing.
And then once we moved, we started getting all these bills through the door. And there is service charge, which you pay.
This is with a flat.
There's service charge, there's council tax,
ground rent,
water bills, electricity bills,
which
energy.
I think I calculated it, and I'm not going to tell you the exact breakdown of to pay here, but I think just bills worked out to be around 250
a month
when you split everything by a month. Some things like your service charge, so if you basically live in a building, you've got to think someone's got to keep this building running. So essentially, even though you own your plot, someone else in the grand scheme of things is in charge of the building, so it'll be your management, and they need payment because they are a business and they look after, like, we have cleaners, don't we, in the hallways,
we have grounds around, which
we've got really nice like gardens, we've got the river next to us, so everything's maintained, but that comes with a price. So I think we pay it twice a year.
Yeah, and then some you pay monthly, some you pay annually.
But the way I worked it out in my head when I was calculating everything is I just divided everything by a month. And we are actually going to do a video soon because we saw Misha and Emily do this. And it is like how much it costs a week when you've moved out.
Yeah.
And obviously their videos were in London, but we're in Hertfordshire. So it's slightly different.
Yeah, because obviously that's not involving food.
Still interesting though.
Yeah,
so yeah,
definitely.
I think I worked out. I'll double check and we'll put it on the screen if it's different. But I'm pretty sure it was around 250 and that was just bills.
Yeah, so
On
obviously we pay
top
our
of a mortgage. So we pay
yeah.
a mortgage a month too.
Yeah.
But it's still like for us affordable.
Yeah.
But that's why you've got to have a broker, because if you think you can afford something but then you're living and you're just surviving and you can't afford to like
go out
and
get coffee.
Yeah, because you're spending your last penny on your bills. Because I do think people sometimes forget about the bills, don't they?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I
think
can
we
afford this
almost
and I'll still
did.
have £100 a month spare,
Yeah.
but that's gonna have to go on your bills.
Yeah.
That's just obviously very rough. It'll be different for everyone, but I'd say they're the baseline payments, I think.
Yeah. TV license we just did. There's obviously a few other things you can add, but that's like what you have to pay. I hope that wasn't just rambling and none of it made sense, because it's hard to kind of like, as you learn something, assume others don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's hard because there's so, like I said, there's so many good questions here, but I genuinely think we'll be here for ages. So if this is helpful, I know it's hard because this is going to be at the end of a video, so some people might not even get to the end of the video, / people might not know. I'm obviously going to put this in the title that we talk about this in this video.
Yeah.
But if you think this is going to help someone, not even for promo, but go and tell them to watch this. Hopefully it does help. Like we said, we looked for videos that helped. And again, it's so different. Like if you're buying a house right now, you might watch this and think, oh, that's helpful, but it's a bit confusing because they're talking about ground rent and service charge, because that doesn't come with the house. That's the beauty of buying a house.
That's the
So
other
it's
thing I was going to say. Well, you said like obviously look round, it can take a lot longer. Our process from start to finish was a year and a half, but we did drop out of a flat. So from start to finish on these flats was about 6 months.
I worked mine out. Mine was about 4 months.
4 months. Oh, so October, November, December, January, February. Okay, about 4.
Mine was about 3 weeks after I found my flat.
Yeah, about 4 months then, both of us.
But
That's actually quite quick.
Yeah, and I think in the end we were just like,
it's only seemed really long for us because we'd started way back.
yeah.
But my sister's just bought and hers was really fast. I think it was a couple of months as well.
They say the average is, I think, 12 to 18 weeks.
Yeah, but then it can go on for months.
But yeah, it depends. If you're buying a new build off plan, you've got some years to wait. But it is what it is, and we are still learning. Obviously, we've bought a flat. Next will probably, who knows, be a house, and again we've got more to learn.
Yeah,
it will change all the time. It would probably change even if we just kept staying in apartments, because everywhere is completely different. But yeah, we hope this helped a little bit. We understand it's so overwhelming.
Yeah,
like there were days where we'd speak to our sister and we'd both just FaceTime after and be like, I just want to cry. It's because not because it's bad news, but it's just there's so much.
It'd be like you get off the phone and you're just like,
yeah, and then you'd have like emails to go through, and it's a lot. But obviously they say you look back and laugh, and I've not got to the stage where I'm laughing yet.
once we've got the furniture in and it's a real home,
maybe I'll lay on my sofa with a glass of wine and then have a little chuckle. But for now, it's still a bit too fresh.
It's still quite raw, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Please let us know if you like this, and we will definitely do another one and maybe answer some questions on Instagram here and there too. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you soon. Bye! Bye!